Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido, California, where it has been a very wet and windy day. Hope you all had a super fantastic, sparkling Thanksgiving yesterday for those in the US celebrating yesterday. I got to have the last couple of days have been amazing. I got on early yesterday to do a quick Thanksgiving video, then went over to my oldest son's place with the grandkids and all of that, took Zeffie. Unfortunately, the grandkids have now developed dog allergies, so poor Zeffie had to stay in her crate in the garage. But the oldest grandson did get to go out there and meet Zeffie, and I think everybody was surprised that did get to meet Zeffie that she wasn't as big as they anticipated, because when they heard German Shepherd, they're thinking big dog. Zeffie's just a little mini German Shepherd. She's tiny, and the size that she is now, she's not going to get any bigger. She's probably going to get to about 30, 35 pounds, but she's currently 21 and a half pounds, and this is a little bundle of energy and love. But we had a fantastic Thanksgiving yesterday. It was awesome catching up with everyone, and those that came from out of town to visit as well. It was great to catch up with everyone. The food was, as usual, amazing. I had this really yummy pumpkin cheesecake, which I later found out came from Costco, and then I can't think of my name. Total mind blank. Just gone out of my head. And then somebody there made pumpkin bread, which was amazing, and it was gluten-free and dairy-free and no sugar. Oh no, there was a little bit of tiny bit of maple syrup, she said. That's right. It was amazing. So to all of the chefs from yesterday, those that contributed to the table, thank you so much. It was an awesome meal. Loved catching up with everyone, catching up with the grandkids as well, and seeing them grow. And I totally forgot to take pictures with the grandkids yesterday. Totally forgot that. What a bad grandmother I am. Today has been all about connections. It's Black Friday. I go nowhere. Sorry about the noise, but someone is trying to tell me she wants food. Noisy girl. Black Friday, I don't go anywhere unless I have to go to the grocery store. I kind of had to, but I have enough of my shakes and everything else. I can just do shakes. It's not a problem. And I got hard-boiled eggs there, so we're good. Didn't have to worry about it. Yes, I'm out of my salad stuff and out of my broccoli sauce stuff that I enjoy, but that'll be tomorrow. I just don't want to go near any shopping centre on anything that's to do with Black Friday. The roads are crazy. I don't want to be out there. It's been raining. Excuse me. The wind today has been a lot less than it was yesterday. It started off pretty windy this morning, but it calmed down a lot. Excuse me, I got hiccups all of a sudden. The wind calmed down a lot today, so it's been raining on and off. Got woken up a couple of times during the night with downpours. Came out at one point to check on Zeffie, because sometimes during the rain she gets a little crazy. And so I took her out of the crate, gave her a cuddle, asked if she was okay. She wriggled, got down, and went straight back into a crate and laid down as though to say, I'm fine. You go to bed. I'm good. So, and then today I've been making some great connections with people. I've been connecting with polka dots and people, women in polka dots, and people in my mastermind group. So it's been a great day getting to know people today. I think I did 5 connections today, and a possible new client. So I got to talk Alaska for an hour, which was awesome. I didn't talk the whole hour about Alaska. I answered questions about Alaska for a woman who's looking to take her mother to Alaska, because it's been one place her mum wants to go. So, and during the whole day between calls, and I literally had 3 calls back to back to back. So I had a 9 a.m., a 10 a.m., and an 11 a.m. It was busy. Then I had a 2 p.m. and then a 3:15, and yeah, then I was done. So I actually had 4 and a client. I was counting the client as a connection. Oh, well, she really was a connection. And the dog was going crazy. I took her over to the park this morning for our walk. We did our normal walk. She decided that instead of going left, we're going to go right today. So we went right. We walked all the way around the long way to get to the park. Got into the park. We're walking around it. She's walking on the grass by herself. I did not encourage Zeffie at any point in time to get on the grass. Every other time I have, she's done this tiptoeing thing and then this leap, taking these massive leaps. Now she's whining. She needs to go for her night walk. Or she wants to play. She's never knows. She's never sure. But she got on the grass herself and walked around on the grass herself. So she's getting used to walking on grass, which is kind of cool. And then we're like part way around and it starts to rain. Well, at that point, as soon as it starts raining, she started feeling it. She starts straining on the leash and like starts walking me all the way back to the gate. We go through the gate and then she walks around the short way to come back home straight to the door. There was no pausing, no stopping to sniff along the way. It was just like straining on the leash. We are going. It is raining. And I thought, okay, we're getting the message here. Had not seen her do that before in rain, so that was kind of interesting that she started doing that. And then of course, as soon as she got inside, she does her crazy up and down, up and down, up and down, and then suddenly stops at her food bowl, has something to eat, something to drink, and then goes and lays down. But she was pretty good today through most things. But when I stopped and had my lunch break, I was sitting here with my plate with my food on it, and normally she gets up on the bench opposite me and looks over the top of the computer at me because I have the computer closed. But no, not this time. She figured out she can get closer to my food if she comes and stands next to me and puts her feet up on the seat next to me. Then her head is here, my food is here, and we're in a good position to sniff at the food. And I look at her and I go, no. And so she puts her nose right here, like right next to my mouth, as I say yes. And I'm like, no. And so I said, get down. So she got down. So she's starting to learn. She's learning more on commands and stuff, and she's learned up. We're still having issues with sit. Eyes, she does when she wants to, because eyes mean, look up here, because you're going to get some commands, and she's sort of like, most of the time, she's like, oh, yeah, anywhere except here. Stay, we've really got to work on that one. But sit, she's learning that one. She's learning down, she's learning up. She's just been crazy girl. And then, of course, if I go into the bathroom and shut the door and she can't get in, there's the paws coming under the door, the whining. So I open the door so she can go through onto the bed. And so she goes through onto the bed and stays there. And then you hear all this ruckus and you kind of peer around the corner and she's playing on the bed with nothing. She has nothing there. She's just chasing her own tail. She does all this crazy stuff. But she loves to play. And then today she was, while I'm on calls, she's standing on the couch, feet up on the back of the couch, looking out the window at everything, and then she's barking without opening her mouth, which was quite interesting to watch, because she'd sit there and she'd sort of go ruff, 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 ruff. It was quite funny to watch her do that, and I'm like, what are you barking at? And she'll just look at me, go back, and hello, you want to come say hello? You want to say hello? Yeah, hello, look how pretty I am. Come here. Yes, we're definitely in play mode right now. We've got the tail wagging. We're trying to play. We're in play mode. You going to shake? Oh, we're learning to shake. Give me a paw. Good girl. What, can you shake? Shake. Good girl. Good girl, Zeffie. Good girl. Yeah. 2 instructions. She did great. Good girl. She's been such a good girl. She really is. And she's every day I learn something more about her. She does something different as we're getting used to it. And tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks since I picked her up, and it feels like she's been here forever. So, but now she's wanting outside, so we're going to have to go take our evening walk. It's not raining right now. It was raining just before when I came on, which is why I came on early, because I figured I want to get out there when it stops raining. So, last night we watched Tomorrow Never Dies, which is the second Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie. And there you go, she's off again. And that's about the guy Carver who wants to overtake the world with the media. And it was kind of interesting watching it about how he creates the news. Like he creates how he gets people up, develops the arranges for events to happen so that he can create the news and be the first to bring it out, and wants to slam everybody with 24/7 news. And so that was kind of interesting to watch that and thinking, yeah, some of that's probably not far off the truth about them creating events for things or making things out seem to be much worse than what they actually are. And so, yeah, I could see where some of that's coming from. So I can't remember what movie I'm supposed to watch tonight. I don't have my list here. So whatever's next. It's either World is Not Enough, I think is the next one. World is Not Enough. I can't remember. Hang on. Uno momento. I have it written down here somewhere. Yeah, it's not Die Another Day. That's the next one. Yeah, World is Not Enough. So I get to watch that one tonight. And I think that no, it's Die Another Day. That's the 20th one, and the Die Another Day has references to all the previous Bond movies in it. So it's a case of when you watch that one, you have to watch for the clues. Like I know there's one place where he's reading the newspaper and it's got "Diamonds Are Forever" written there, and so there's and then Halle Berry comes out of the ocean dressed as oh, right back in the very first movie with Ursula Anders was dressed when she came out of the water in Dr. No. So there's all these little clues and things, ways of commemorating. But with Tomorrow Never Dies, that's the one that came out just before or just after Cubby Broccoli passed away, because they had a memorial thing at the end of the movie for him. So, and I know he was not involved in any of the producing of that. It was his stepson and his daughter that were. And then making of on these Pierce Brosnan ones is completely different to all the ones prior to that. So it's they have these little video snippet things, and you don't get the stories behind anything. It's upsetting me because I like the stories behind. So I have to dig out my James Bond encyclopedias to read about them. Yes, there are such things as well. I have my James Bond encyclopedias in boxes along with my James Bond trivia game. It's not really it is a trivia game, but it's not a Trivial Pursuit type game. It's a 007 game, and it's all the trivia of 007. And then I have the gadget things, and but this is the one where he has the Tomorrow Never Dies is the one where he has the BMW 750 that he can control from his phone. And I always love watching Desmond Llewellyn, tap twice, and then you move. It takes a little bit of getting used to. And Pierce Brosnan, let me see if I can do it. And he's like got the car zooming all around the parking lot and all of that sort of stuff. And he says, it just takes a gentle touch. And absolutely hilarious. Gotta love my James Bond. So tonight is World Is Not Enough, and I will figure out the making of Tomorrow Never Dies sometime tomorrow. Maybe it's on the commentary. I may have switched to doing it that way, but we'll see. I don't know what the weather forecast is tomorrow, but I know I have to do laundry tomorrow and I have to do grocery shopping. So those are my two goals for tomorrow is laundry and grocery shopping. So we shall see if we get it done or put it off another day. But I can't put it off too much longer because I am running out of clothes. So I hope you all have a super fantastic sparkling evening. I hope you had a phenomenal Thanksgiving yesterday for those that celebrate it. I've got to go take a crazy dog outside while it is not raining, because the second it starts raining, she's going to want to come back. And even though she's only 21.5 pounds, she's got some strength to her. She's got some good pull on her leash and everything. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you all tomorrow. Hej con era!